Good afternoon to all the participants of the 5-day online faculty development program, day 4, session 8. So, warm welcome to one and all. So, I would like to start this session with inviting Principal Sir, Dr. Jagdish Pandagaru, onto the session.
Thank you, Madam Anita. I would like to invite Dr. K. Padmaja, today's speaker, for the topic Bloom's Taxonomy, a guide to enhancing the learning outcome. Please get into the board.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Madam, and good afternoon. And respected speaker, Padmaja, Madam, and principals of various colleges, the delegates, participants, colleagues, and dear students. Good afternoon to all of you and welcome to the session 8 on the topic Bloom's Taxonomy, a guide to the enhancing learning outcome. So, Madam, today having a lot of vast experience, 15 years of experience, out of 10 years as an administrative role as a vice principal for the Raghu College of Pharmacy, is having a lot of experience in the NAC and the NBA documentation. So, as a process of, is very much experienced in the Bloom's taxonomy, as a CSD, taking care of all the academic activities in the college, and definitely her the topic, especially on the Bloom's taxonomy, is very important topic right now, as every college is going to the NBA and the NAC accreditations. In the process of the NAC accreditation and outcomes of the course outcomes and program outcomes, attainments calculations, especially attainment calculations are very essential, and for which Bloom's taxonomy is highly essential. So, in this connection, we felt this is the topic as an important, and Madam readily agreed to take this topic. Thank you, Madam. And now I request Madam Harini to introduce me to the speaker, to the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, dear participants. I am Dr. U. Harni, Associate Professor in Department of Pharmaceutical Analysis, Raghu College of Pharmacy. It's my privilege to introduce you to today's session 8 speaker, Dr. K. Padmaja, who is currently working as a professor and HOD in the Department of Pharmacognosy and Phytochemistry at Raghu College of Pharmacy. Her research work is in herbal formulations, phytochemical separation, pharmacognostic, pharmacological, and physicochemical evaluation studies. She is having 15 years of total academic and research experience and is a ratified faculty and research supervisor under Andhra University and Centurion University. Involved in teaching for BPharm students, providing guideship for PhD students, and guided more than 100 BPharm students. She completed her doctoral studies from Geetham, deemed to be university. She has completed her M.Pharmacy in pharmacognosy and phytochemistry from one of the India's top higher education institutions, Andhra University, in 2009. She has completed her B.Pharmacy from Sri Vishnu College of Pharmacy, Bhimavaram, in 2003. She completed her D.Pharmacy from Women's Polytechnic College, Srikakulam, in 1999 with state third rank. She has authored 18 research papers in both national and international journals with 22 citations and H-Index 3 and achieved 3 patents, 1 national and 2 international patents. She is a reviewer for 2 international Scopus indexed journals, BMC, Complementary Medicine and Therapies, Archives of Microbiology. She has given invited lectures as resource person and acted as an educator and conducted more than 30 conferences, workshops, seminars as a co-convener. She is also a lifetime member of several key professional organizations, including the Association of Pharmaceutical Teachers of India and Society of Pharmacognosy. Thank you, madam, for accepting our invitation, and I request you to start the session.
Thank you, Harni. My topic is Bloom's Taxonomy, a guide to enhancing learning outcomes. The content of my topic, first of all, I will start with introduction, purpose, original Bloom's Taxonomy, revised Bloom's Taxonomy, application of Bloom's Taxonomy, and conclusion. First of all, introduction. So in this Bloom taxonomy, 2 words are there, Bloom and taxonomy. Bloom is the name of the scientist as Benjamin Samuel Bloom. He is an American educational psychologist. His contribution in classification of educational objectives, theory of mastery learning. Taxonomy, it is from Greek word. It has two words, that is the taxis and nomos. Taxis means arrangement, nomos means science. So taxonomy is a set of hierarchical models that is applied to classify educational learning goals or objectives into a certain level of complexity. So taxonomy of educational objectives familiarly can be called as the Bloom taxonomy. Definition of Bloom's taxonomy. So Bloom's taxonomy is a framework that categorizes educational goals into a different levels of complexity and specificity. So this will be developed by Benjamin Bloom in 1950. This will be mainly used by the educators like designing curriculum, assess student learning, and enhance teaching strategies. So what is the purpose of this Bloom's taxonomy? So this Bloom's taxonomy, in this it categorizes the levels of learning, tools for the instructors in learning outcome, curriculum planning, content delivery, as well as assessment of learning levels. Bloom taxonomy also provides the common language for teachers to discuss and exchange learning and assessment methods. The goal of this Bloom's taxonomy to encourage higher order thought in their students by building up from lower level to the cognitive level. The main focus of this Bloom taxonomy to improve the students' learning and thinking ability, as the development of critical and creative thinking is a major goal for education in 21st century. Higher order thinking applies to all the subjects. So this Bloom taxonomy, there will be the original Bloom taxonomy will be there, which will be started by the Bloom in 1956. Another, the revised version will be there, that is called as the revised taxonomy. It will be prepared by the Lauren Anderson. He is the actually foremost student of the Bloom. First, we will see the original taxonomy. This will be prepared in 1956. It will be having the three different domains will be there. Three domains, those are the cognitive domain, psychomotor domain, and affective domain. Cognitive domain. Cognitive domain that will be related to the mind, related to the mental skill, how much knowledge he is gaining, that is called as the cognitive domain. Whereas the psychomotor domain means the experiment skill, that is the practical skill, how much physical skill he is having. Immediately how he is react to the experiment, how he is showing his result. Those are all called it as a psychomotor domain. Third one is the affective domain. Affective domain is related to the feeling and heart. It means whether the person is willing to listen or not. So whatever the class is going on, if he is the voluntary, he is present in that lecture or not. That is called as the affective domain. So cognitive domain. So cognitive domain, it will be created by the Bloom. It will be having the 6 hierarchical model levels will be there. First level is the knowledge. Second level is comprehension. Third one, application, analyze, synthesize, and evaluation. Like that, the 6 hierarchical model will be there as per the old Bloom taxonomy. So knowledge means recalling fact, terms, and basic concept. In this, all the definitions, basic things will be there. That will be comes under the first level. Second level is the comprehension. So whatever the knowledge we are gaining, so how much we are understanding, that is called as the next level. That is understanding the meaning of the information. Application. Application means using the knowledge in new situation. So whatever you understand, that we have to apply. That is called as the application. Analyze. Analyze means breaking down information into components to understand its structure. So whatever we apply, so what is the result we get, how we are going to analyze, that is called as the analyze. And the fifth one is the synthesis. Synthesis means combining elements to form a new whole, means new thing we have to discover. That is called as a synthesis. Evaluate. Evaluate means making judgment based on the criteria and standard. It means whatever result we get. So how you are evaluating, how you are making judgment that your product is best. That is called as the highest level of the learning. That is the sixth one, evaluation, as per the old Bloom taxonomy. So, to understand this cognitive domain, I am giving one example. Like that, the knowledge, I told this, in this the basic terms will be involved. For example, basic stages of the cell division. So that will becomes as the knowledge. Comprehension. In this comprehension, the pathways will be there. How the cell division will be takes place. What are the pathways are involved? What are the biosynthetic pathways? Means steps. Those are called it as the comprehension. Application. So application means when we are, whatever the knowledge we are gaining, when it will be applied, that is called application. So in this example, apply the Stokes law in the calculation. While we are applying the Stokes law in calculation means that is called application. Analyze. Analyzing the data by evaluation technique. So whatever the result we get, how we are going to analyze. Synthesis means design of experiment to test the specific hypothesis. That is called synthesis. Evaluation, critique a research paper based on its methodology. So second domain will be the psychomotor domain. So this psychomotor domain in this mainly involve the physical skill as well as the motor coordination. So it is not fully developed by the Bloom. Later it will be expanded in different 6 levels. Those 6 levels are, first one is a perception. Perception means using sensory cues to guide motor activity. So whatever the sensory organs are there, we are giving the clues to the sensory organs to do the work. To do the work means with the help of the motor nervous system, we are doing the work. Set. Set means readiness to act. Immediate action. That is called set. Guided response. It is the early stage of the learning complex skill. So starting when the guide anything response that will be given, immediately that will be acting. That is called as the early stages of the learning complex skill. Mechanism. Mechanism is the intermediate stage of the learning skill, because when we know the mechanism, then only we can do the experiment. So it is called as the intermediate stage. Complex overt response. Skillful performance of the motor act. Adaptation. Skills are well developed and movements can be modified to fit different situations. So easily adapt to the situation. That is called as the adaptation. Originalization. So that is called creating new movement pattern. Third one is the affective domain. So this domain focuses mainly on the attitude, emotion, and values. It is having the 5 different levels. Those are receiving, awareness, and willingness to hear. So when the students are there, whether they are aware or not, whatever we are telling to them, whether they are receiving or not, that is called receiving. Responding, active participation, whether the students are actively participated into the class or not. Valuing, seeing worth in something. Organization, integrating values into one's own belief system. Characterization, consistent behavior reflecting certain values. This is called as the affective domain. Next will be the revised Bloom taxonomy. Up to this, we saw that the old Bloom taxonomy, which will be prepared by Bloom. So next will be the revised Bloom taxonomy. It is framed in the 2001. So it will be framed by the cognitive psychologists, including Lauren Anderson. He is the foremost student of Bloom. This revised version is more dynamic and conception of classification. So in this, when compared to the old version, if there will be the 3 different changes that will be done. First one is the knowledge become remembering. So here the first level knowledge is there in the old one. So here it will be changed to the remembering. Second one is a rearrangement of the levels. Rearrangement of levels means here the synthesis will be there. So synthesis will be changed as a creating, and it will be go to the next level, means 6th level. Highest level is the create. And comprehension becomes the understand. So here the second level comprehension that will be changed to the understand. So the changes when compared to the old taxonomy and the revised taxonomy. So here the changes, first one, knowledge, that will be changed to the remember, comprehension changed to understand, application changed to apply, analyze, same, and the fifth one, synthesis, that will be changed as a create, and that will be go to the higher level, that is the sixth one, create, and the evaluation, which will be sixth one, that will be come to the fifth one, that is the evaluate. So it is the revised Bloom taxonomy which we are following nowadays. So in this revised Bloom taxonomy, so in this the different levels are there. Remember means recall the facts and basic concept. Understand, explain ideas or concepts. Apply, use information in a new situation. Analyze, draw connections among ideas. Evaluate, justify a decision or course of action. Create, produce a new or original work. So these are the definitions of the different levels. Remembering means exhibit memory of previously learned material by recalling fact, terms, basic concepts, and answer. Understanding, demonstrate understanding of fact and ideas by organizing, comparing, translating, interpreting, giving descriptions, and stating main ideas. Applying, solve problems to new situations by applying acquired knowledge, facts, techniques, and rules in a different way. Analyzing, examine and break the information into parts of identifying motives or causes, make inferences, and find evidence for support generalization. Evaluating, present and different opinions by making judgment by about information, validity of ideas, or quality of work based on a set of criteria. Creating, compile information together in a different way by combining elements in a new pattern or proposing alternative solution. So this is the example to explain all the levels. For example, I am taking as a gene. So in this, the remember level. Remember is the first level. So in this, the first, whatever the key terms that will be involved in the gene study. So those are comes under the remember, that is L1 level. So in this gene, genomes, chromosomes, DNA, RNA. What do you mean by that? What are the definition? Those are all comes under the remember level. Next level is the understand level. Understand level in this, what is the structure of RNA? How it will be formed? What is the genetic code? Gene, chromosome, method of gene manipulation. What are the steps that will be involved in the formation? So those are all called it as the understand. That is the L2 level. So whatever we get that knowledge, that we have to apply. That is called as a third level. Apply your knowledge in doing the various experimentation process, like the I'm using here the hybridization. So in this, the gene manipulation we are doing, that is called apply. Whatever the knowledge you gain, that we are applying. Next will be the analyze. Analyze the result. So in the F1 generation, F2 generation, what result you get? So that is called as the analyzing. Next, evaluate. Evaluate means comparing your result. Comparing your result means with the already established one, we are comparing our result. Create. After that, ultimately the sixth level is create. So we are creating our own new product. That is called as the creator. So like this, there will be the different levels of learnings will be there. First level, that is remember. Second, understand. Third, apply. Fourth one, analyze. Fifth, evaluate. And the sixth one, create. So next will be the what are the applications of the Bloom taxonomy. So this Bloom taxonomy we can apply in the three main division. So that will be the curriculum design we can use, assessment and instructional strategies. So curriculum design. So in this curriculum design, we can whenever a subject will be given to you, first of all, you have to select each unit. I'm giving example of one unit. That is, if you are selecting one unit, then from that unit, you have to frame the learning objectives. After that, from easy to complex, you have to arrange your curriculum. For example, here I am taken my Farm Cognitive 2 unit, for example, unit 1. In this, the metabolic pathways in higher plants and their determination topic will be there. In that, the two parts are there. First part, brief study of basic metabolic pathways. In this, how the secondary metabolites are formed by using the cyclic acid pathways, acetate pathway, amino acid pathway, like that. And this in this, the second part will be there. Study of utilization of radioactive isotopes in investigation of the biogenetic pathways. So from this unit, what are the learning outcomes? You have to frame first. So after completion of this unit, the students will be acquire the knowledge in the metabolic pathways, how the primary metabolites converted into secondary metabolites. After that, here they can also know the how the radioactive isotopes can be used in the investigation of the biogenetic pathway. So these are the learning outcomes that will be from the unit 1. So how we have to frame our topics. So in this frame of, so here there will be the basic terms didn't given. Okay. So first, the student should know the starting level, the definitions. He should know what do you mean by the primary metabolites or secondary metabolites. What are the basic flow charts will be there that they have to know. So the first, whatever the definition will be there, those are all comes under the L1 level, that is called remember. So first we have whatever the top curriculum design will be there. First we have to start with the L1. L1 means remember level. So definitions, everything, basic terms, whatever that will be there, that we have to tell first. After that, the pathways, that is the basic flow chart, that will be comes under the understand level. So there will be then you have to come to your syllabus, that is a cyclic acid pathway, acetate malonate pathway, like that. Those are all comes under the understand level. Okay. So later there will be the second topic, that is the study of utilization of radioactive isotopes. So here we are applying the radioactive isotopes, how you are using those isotopes in the identifying your secondary metabolites. So here we are applying the knowledge. So whatever the knowledge we gain, so we are applying the knowledge. So hence this utilization of radioisotope, that will be comes under the L3 applied. And the latter, we are identifying the secondary metabolites. So whatever the secondary metabolites we are identifying, we are comparing that, and we are identifying that whatever the compound we are isolating. So that will be comes under the analyze. So like that, whatever the topic you have, so that we have to design in a starting basic to the highest level. Okay. So in this unit, only the 4 levels I am showing. Like that, if you are in your topic, if it will be the L5 and L6 is also there, that also you can include. So it is just example for the curriculum design. Second one is the assessment, creating assessment that measures the learning at various cognitive level. So here we can assess the cognitive level by framing the various questions by using the different verbs. So here in the Bloom taxonomy revised version, so there will be the verbs are given when we are framing the question to judge a student. So already the topic will be told by us. Okay. After that, we should examine the students whether up to how much extent they will learn. For that purpose, we have to frame our questions. So here the certain verbs we have to use, like the remember, means when we are checked that the students are able to remember everything or not. So L1 level. So you have to choose these words by making the questions. Like that, understanding level, you have to use these verbs. So these are all the verbs to judge a student. So for example, so here the L1 level, the remembering level. So in this remembering level, the learner is able to recall, restate, and remember the information. So in this, the various verbs that will be involved, like the choose, define, find, how, label, list, match, name, omit, recall, relate, select, like that. These are all verbs are involved. So with the help of these verbs, you can frame the questions, like the when did, how would you, tell about, who was, what is, where is, when did, which one, label the parts. Like that, you can frame the questions to check the remember level of your students. Next, second level is the understanding level. So in this understanding level, you can use these verbs. Okay, like the classify, compare, contrast, demonstrate, explain, extend, illustrate, infer, interpret, outline, relate, rephrase, show, summarize, translate. Like that, these verbs can be used to frame the questions. Like classify the various types, compare, explain in detail, illustrate the particular event, summarize in brief, write the summary report, prepare a flowchart to illustrate the sequence of events, outline the main points, how would you compare or contrast. Like that, you can frame your questions to check the second level. Third level is the applying level. So in this applying, you can use the verbs like apply, build, choose, construct, develop, experiment with, identify, interview. Like that, verbs can be used. And you can frame the question like the how do you organize? Identify the given machinery. What question would you ask in an interview with? How do you apply? What other way would you plan? Solve the given problem. Next, the fourth one is the analyzing. So in this analyzing level, analyze, assume, categorize, classify, compare, conclusion, contrast, discover, distinguish, examine. Like that, these verbs can be used. So in this, the framing of questions, which statement is relevant? Analyze briefly. Give conclusion for the above mentioned data. What are the various tests for steroids? Like that, anything you can give. Classify flavonoids, distinguish with steroids. Write a servo report. Like that, and you can judge your students in the fourth level. Fifth one is the evaluating. So in the evaluation purpose, you can use the words like agree, apprise, access, award, choose, compare, conclude, criteria, criticize, decide, deduct, define, determine. Like that, these verbs can be used. So explain in detail about the evaluation of which is more important, justify, how do you evaluate, prove the given statement, do you agree with the write your opinion. Like that, we can evaluate. Last level is the highest level is creating. Here the learners create the new ideas and information. So for that purpose, we can use the verbs like adopt, build, change, choose, combine, compile, compose, construct, create, delete, design, develop, like this. And the questions is can you design it? What are the possible solution for? How many ways can you construct? Can you create a proposal? What are the different plans? Like that. These are the model question paper from our college. So here, so question paper that will be given, mostly the L1 to L4 level is sufficient to judge a student, whereas the L5 and L6 will be for the PG students or the higher graduate students. Okay. So for example, write about bioinsecticide. So it will be comes under the understanding level. Discuss importance of the organic farming. It will be comes under the L2 level. What are herb food interactions? It is L1 level, remember level, like that. So there will be the 4 levels I'm using in this question paper. So it is the another question paper. Next, third application will be the instructional strategies. So in the instructional strategies, so developing teaching methods that move the students through the taxonomy and encouraging higher order thinking. So always we have to check that whether what is the student level, and we have to slowly increase the level. How we have to increase level? Those are nothing but called it as the instructional strategies. What strategies you are using to improve your student? So for example, in this, there will be 12 different types of teaching methods are there, like the direct instructions, differentiated instructions, inquiry-based learning, cooperative learning, scaffolding, flipped classroom, problem-based learning, modeling, project-based learning, Socratic seminar, game-based learning, think, pair, and share. Like that, the different instructional strategies are there. So first one is the direct instruction. So in this direct instruction, it is nothing but the blackboard teaching. So it will be in the field is directly involved in the giving the lecture to the student. So that is called as a direct instruction. So teacher is directly instructed to the students by using the blackboard. It is the traditional method. Second one is a differentiated instruction. So differentiated instruction means based upon the student abilities and interest, we are changing our way of lecturing. Okay, that is called as differentiated instruction. So there will be the students from different backgrounds will be there. Some students are from the educational background. Some students are different language abilities. Some students are from the different backgrounds. Like that, the different types of students that will be come to one area that is called class. So when the different types of students are there, so the teacher should follow the differentiated instructional methods. So inquiry-based learning. Inquiry-based learning means we have to explore the students to ask the questions. So it will be in the form of the students are learning more. So when they are asking questions means itself only they are showing more interest to learn more. Okay, that is called as inquiry-based learning. Cooperative learning. Cooperative learning means the teacher should give the one task to the student and the group of students, it means 2 to 3 students, they are involving in that work. So when they will be involving in one work, so that will be increasing and promoting the collaboration as well as communication to solve that problem. That is called as the cooperative learning. Scaffolding. Scaffolding means teacher provide successive level of support that the student helps to, it will help the students to progress towards the stronger understanding and greater independence. So in this, the teacher should help the student up to some level only. After that, the student should own, they must finish the work. That is called as scaffolding. Flipped classroom. Flipped classroom means before itself, the teacher should give the topic, which we are going to discuss in the next class. Then the student is able to learn that topic by using the videos or any reading materials. Then in the next day in the class, they will all engaging in the instructions, interactive session. So whatever the doubt of the student, that will be asked to the teacher. At the same time, the teacher should clear all the doubts. That will be called it as the flipped classrooms. Next will be the problem-based learning. So problem-based learning, the teacher should give the one problem to the student. And here the teacher is only acts as a facilitator. Okay. So when the teacher is give one problem, 2 or 3 students, that they will be combined together and they will be able to solve that problem. If there will be any small doubt will be there, the teacher should only give the clue, not she should not supposed to give the answer. That is called as a problem-based learning. Modeling. So in this modeling, the teacher is demonstrate any by using the model that she give the lecture to upon that model. For example, here the RBF is there. So the RBF that will be shown to the student and that will be explaining by the teacher, like that that type is called as the modeling teaching. Next will be the project-based learning. So in this, the teacher give one project to the students when they will be involving in that project and they will be more investigative. At the same time, that research is also involved in that, and that finally they will be creating the final product. So that is called as a project-based learning. Socratic seminar. Socratic seminar is a form of discussion where the students explore the complex ideas through dialogue, asking and answering questions to stimulate the critical thinking and illuminate ideas. Okay, so this will be as a in absence of teacher, student itself when they are learning the things, that will be called as a Socratic seminar. Next, game-based learning. Game-based learning means incorporating the games into the learning process to motivate and engage the students in fun and interactive way. So that type is called as the game-based learning. So just they are thinking that they are playing the game, but they are gaining the knowledge at the same time. Last one is the think, pair and share. Think, pair and share is a collaborative learning strategy where the students first they will think about a question. then individually they will be discussed to the other person. Then it will be shared to the larger group. So it is called as think, pair and share. First the individually that they will think, then pair. Pair means that thinking, whatever they think, that will be thought, that will be told to the other person. Then that will be represent to the larger group. That is called as the think, pair and share. Like that, we can increase the learning capacity of the children. So the conclusion of that my topic is a Bloom taxonomy serves as a vital framework in teaching and learning. In this, we can get the we can prepare the curriculum planning, crafting assessments, fostering students for higher order thinking skills, categorizing learning objectives from the low level to high level. That is nothing but the basic to higher level. Promote the deeper understanding, creating thinking. Students become more independent in learning. So ultimately, the Bloom taxonomy empowers both teacher as well as the students to move beyond rote memorization, encouraging a more holistic and active learning experience that prepares students for the changes of the real world. These are the references. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam, for a wonderful session. Now I would like to invite Principal Sir into the session.
Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Elaborately you told, and it will be very helpful for everyone. What are the different kind of teaching and how it is helpful, and really it's indeed a detailed one, so everyone will understand the different kinds of the Bloom taxonomy levels and their application in the attainment level and calculations and all, and in preparing the question paper and all. Thank you. And now I request any questions, please.
Madam, there is a question. So what type of levels can be used for postgraduate learning?
Postgraduate level, we can use the last two levels, last two, evaluation and create, that we are using actually postgraduate level, because the experiment, everything that will be used, project based learning.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, madam. And
Any
now
questions?
I'll hand over the session to Dr. U. Harini.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Dr. Yuhani, on behalf of the organizing committee of Raghu College of Pharmacy, would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to Dr. K. Padmaja for that insightful and enriching presentation on Bloom's taxonomy, a guide to enhancing learning outcome. Your discussion on Bloom's taxonomy provided us with a comprehensive understanding of its application in educational settings. The clarity with which you explained the different levels of cognitive skills, knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation was truly enlightening. Your examples and practical insights into how these levels can be used to enhance teaching and assessment strategies have been incredibly valuable. A special thanks for engaging with the participants and addressing the questions with such depth and expertise. Once again, thank you, ma'am, for your exceptional presentation and for contributing to the success of this event. I would like to take a moment to extend a heartfelt thanks to all our participants. We deeply appreciate the time you took out of your busy schedule to be with us. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.